Why's my baby girl not taking it? She's too injured for me to heal her. Wait, baby girl, what the hell are you talking about, Chia Pet? This is my wife we're talking about here. Don't let me deviate from the main quest and take this side mission to beat your ass right now. Are you serious? Hold on. They swarm just like bugs too. Yeah, no shit, they're bugs, dog. I mean, what did you expect? Chairman!
What's her status right now on the strike team?
Unknown, Chairman.
Do y'all have my sweet treat on standby for stressful situations?
No, I don't think they picked it up today, Chairman.
Someone go get me that shit right now. I need my sour cream donut.
Nothing seems to be working, Chairman. We've been trying to contact Japanese command, but we can't get through. And the civilian media hasn't seen anything either since that black ant appeared.
Alright, there's no need to bring race into this, bruh. That shouldn't matter one bit in this situation. What the fuck is up with you? Nonetheless, we need to restore signal as soon as possible and get me my donut even sooner. So y'all get on that immediately.
Yes, sir.
I have never resented my aging body and heart as much as I do right now, Will. And that's my mama. If I was in my prime, I'd drop a quadruple double on these fucking ants. So I'm imagining the tag team that me and him would be running. Fuck! As this raid was progressing, I kept asking myself this question. I think I came to my answer. Do you know which bugs smell the best, Wu?
Chairman, I think
Deodorant ants. Get it? Because deodorant? It's not even funny right now. Don't even laugh. I'm pissed.
Yeah, so we started this episode. I already knew this was going to be a spectacle. So much so that I had to react to it on my break from work. Just because I didn't want to get spoiled while I was on the clock. And I'm going to have some of the reaction at the end of the video. Or at the beginning. I don't even know yet. But the full uncut reaction, you know where to find that, motherfucker. So we start with the stream having technical difficulties as Sung pulls up. Just absolutely annihilating Ant Block.
Not even acknowledging his teammates. Because, like, I don't know, for me, if I pop out of someone's shadow, all nonchalant, and completely turn the tide of this battle, team wiping the enemy, I'm be like, what's up, y'all boys? Like, I know this is kind of out of the blue, but I got you. But on the contrary, this jackass doesn't even have the courtesy to do that. Now, granted, if I'm in his position, I'm doing the same thing just to look cool in the moment, because if you have the facilities for it, why not use it? But nonetheless, he's still an asshole for it, because he walks past them, hands in the pockets, sleeves pulled up about 30% just to signify that he's like kind of taking this seriously, but that like it's not fully worth his time to take off his loungewear just yet. Choreographed this pose with his army just so he could get a nice thumbnail going. And I know in his head he's praying to God that this stream comes back on.
What's happening? Explain.
Goto's vital signs are silent, sir.
And we're getting multiple threats of a YN on the premises. I don't know exactly what that means. I've never gotten this alert before on the system.
But whatever this YN thing is, it's looking like that's most likely what took Goto out.
And the others?
We're in the process of verifying right now, sir.
Well, chop chop, brother. I don't got all day. None of us do. Any further loss will cost us in the next phase.
Yes, sir. Damn it! Goto got himself killed, that useless oaf! I knew I should have showed him some AI video of his wife cheating or something so he would have some extra oomph in his punches, bruh. Damn. And we go back to the Jeju Jump Force, and they're putting in some work, but as Sung said, his foot soldiers were getting pieced up a little bit, and the only ones that were really succeeded were our big names like Iron, Igris, and those guys. And with that being said, he had to up the attacking power a little bit. Y'all boys, the shit we're doing now isn't getting us anywhere, alright? So I'm gonna lock in a bit more, I'm gonna get a bit more aggressive. You're probably gonna think I'm looking a bit colder, that's just part of the process. This shirt may or may not come off. If Cha regains a little bit of consciousness, I will be shirtless, I'm just letting you know. But I'm gonna aggro onto them a little bit more. And for the rest of y'all, I'm gonna need you to stay behind Tusk, alright? And it's looking like I think he was about to take more ants into his shadow army. And it's right here at 6 minutes and 36 seconds where the episode really started, I think. Because we see these ants parting like the Red Sea. And that stench is coming in again. Straight dirty PE clothes. And we see Beru walking up. He's slightly enraged, screaming to the heavens, talking his shit, saying y'all are liars and some bitches. And I'm gonna take you out one by one. What does Sung do? He does exactly what everyone anticipated him doing, of course. He stands 10 toes and 2 balls down and goes to test his sorry ass nigga's gangster. I mean, there's nothing really else to it. Instantaneously started walking up to him for this main event face down, and they dead ass start having an aura off. The bandit versus the farmer.
Is it you? The king of the humans?
Fuck is your ugly ass looking at, bitch? You're worrying about the wrong king, buddy. You should be in the league worrying about LeBron. Your tall ass.
Fuck is you talking about, little nigga? I said, are you the king?
If you could talk, that means your mama probably could too. R.I.P. I guess. Not really. I would've loved to sweet talk her though, just to disrespect your rotten smelling self. Even though bugs aren't really my fancy, like I got my girl back there who you happen to disrespect, by the way, so I'm gonna have to check you for that. Since I'm hypothesizing your mom could probably talk if she was still alive, I'd flirt with her just because. Take her out for dinner and show her what a real man is like. Cause assuming that your dad's not in the picture, I mean, he was probably a bitch. Especially looking at the way you're coming at me right now, bitch is definitely in your genetic makeup. So maybe if me and your mom got together, there could have been a different outcome for you, brother, so I feel sorry. I played all the FNAF games. This ain't nothing to me, you beady-eyed freak. I've stepped on many ants in my life. This shit is no different, I promise you that much. Even for Hunter Sung, this shit may be too much. I mean, that scream made me jump out of my shoes. I just hope we can get to Chili's after this, bro. But you see, and this is the part of the episode that aside from the potential fight of the year, like this part of it I really liked because no one has really seen Sung in action like that other than like his close peers and stuff like that. Like people know he's S rank, but they don't know what he brings to the table. So then seeing the Twitch stream come back on and then everyone across Korea and Japan or wherever else are tuning in, seeing this nigga about to take on this 8'2" glass cleaner while wearing loungewear. And especially seeing his sister and his mom. That was good to see. But it was also funny seeing the chairman tweak out and break his and break the arm of his chair. That was honestly one of my favorite parts of the episode. But Beirut, being the fake thug that he is, sneaks Sung with a nasty right hook. But he ate that shit for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the next week and a half. To where he then humbled this nigga instantaneously. Jedi choked to pull his ass to the dirt and then started charging up a punch so hard where we were getting impact frames of the energy coursing through his veins. And I won't lie, Barry ate this shit too. Started hitting the meanest nana I've ever seen in my fucking life. But this part was just fucking dirty because they just start banging it the fuck out. Like, they were fighting obviously at the end. They were going crazy, weaponry, powers and everything, but you just gotta appreciate it's like an organic, no bullshit, just bang out sesh. That man Beru tries retaliating. Sung's cool ass meets him in the middle. They clash and he was charging up his special move, the same move he hit on that one nigga. I forgot his name already. But of course, knowing how these enemies work when they're up against a foe like this, Beru tries pulling out some trickery from his bag and poison slashes his face.
Well, since you asked, it's a mixture of toxins from marine life in this area. And with my spectacular magic power amplifying its potency, unfortunately for you, you'll no longer be able to move, brother. So this is going to be the end for you. And I'm going to be real, this shit was fun. And I would love to keep you alive just so we could keep going. But you talked about my mama. Don't no one talk about my fucking mama!
7 KIA in a 10-man team? Is this some kind of joke?
That's a 3 out of 10 fraction, which cannot be simplified any further. This must be a joke, right?
No, sir, it's the facts, actually. We lost over half of our hunters, and you know what? You're gonna be next, Barry!
Because this shit happened on your watch! I'm not responsible!
Boss, I'm not the one out there. There was nothing I could do about this situation. You could reprimand me for that later. I don't care. We're getting a second reading on the charts right now, saying that there are 2 YNs near the island's caldera. I'm assuming it has to do something with the magic beast that defeated Goto. And how the fuck is it still alive after fighting him? This is Goto we're talking about!
Fuck is it heading to the nest for? The sun is still out! It's not bedtime!
There's no telling, boss. I'm not Steve Irwin. I can't whisper to these animals. It could have some objective. I don't know. We see Evil Cha, Spike, and Baji hiding out in Tilted Towers. And Spike is tweaking out that no one can beat that thing. I still don't even know how Beru let him escape alive. I guess he's damn near still a newborn, so he has some flaws in his game. But no, as I said, 6:36 is where the episode started, but 14:19 is where they really started to lag. I don't remember what studio this is, and I know I've read over it many times. It might be A1. I didn't know that they had this in their arsenal. And now granted, there have been a lot of great fights in the series, but this had another level to it. I was getting hints of like Zoro versus King in this a little bit, as well as like Sukuna versus Maharaga. Like I was getting those types of feelings because Sung catches that weak ass right and sends one straight to his gut, straight through his exoskeleton. Damn, I knew Sung was working, just not like that. I think we'll be getting our chilies. Fuck type of shit you think this is? Ain't no poison affecting me, bruh.
That shit was pussy as fuck.
You see, that one was for testing my gangster and thinking you could go oar for oar with me. But this next one that I'm charging up right now, take a look at my girl over there. You left her looking like a sick Victorian child. And that shit ain't sliding with me, so here I come. And Sung blitzes this nigga, throws some crazy ass high kick. And then Beru was doing this idle flying animation, which was super smooth. And I know I say it damn near every week at this point when there's a fight. But I think the reason why this show is as popular as it is, because again, it's like they have good characters, but they're not too deep. Pace of their fighting is like genuinely the best in the game. Because Beru sees that he's kind of on the ropes a little bit. And he's like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to phase 2 early. And he does this crazy ass transformation sequence. And the aura off just continues because as he transforms, Sung pulls out Radon shits and didn't waste any time. He was gone. He didn't give a fuck about no second phase. And the way they show off Sung's speed is always so cool with him doing this little salt and pepper after effect thing. There's just something about it that damn near gets me throbbing. And they just start boxing and going bar for bar with some great choreography, great lighting. One thing you gotta appreciate is the environmental switches. And just like them fighting in the debris, just jumping off the rocks. This is why it was kind of reminding me of that Zoro versus King thing, because he was doing something similar in that fight. But it's like some of the angles that they were getting they were just stupid. And then seeing Beru awaken his Mangekyo Oringan, but Sung doing the same thing here. And this part was crazy and I didn't appreciate it enough in the reaction. I love when shows do the very minimalistic type of like artwork during a fight. And it's just a brown background with the blue and red electricity. After that point, it was just like the attention to detail. Every single shot was like something so like unique. Like seeing Wolverine and his eye movements, his whole face having movement to it. Like, I don't know how to explain it. But then the color switching to purple and Sung's blue versus Beru's red just sticking out. But I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. The whole fight was good. The part that really stood out to me though was when they were going like POV for POV. Seeing Sung weave, he goes, and then throwing his daggers, staggering Beru for that second, and then you see his image coming in because he's like moving so fast. But it's like the sound effect was so good. He wanted to get some fist involved, so he threw the daggers just so he could give him a fucking 20 McNugget combo. But then him catching the daggers and doing this little spin maneuver and seeing Beru get hit in damn near every section of his body, but I guess he regenerated and then bang Sung's ass to the dirt. Look at this. Seeing Beru have him beat and us seeing every single individual eyelash on these niggas' nice ocean blue eyes, but it's like seeing the eye layers too. That is so stupid. They didn't even have to do that. To then see him get his little notification. I guess he got an upgrade mid-battle to mutilation, which is basically just him cutting whatever the fuck he wants to. And yeah, see, this is where if I was the populace, is that the word? Oh my gosh, great use there. If I was the populace of Korea and whoever was tuning in, if I saw this part of the stream, I would have been holding my family close and looking for the next flight out of here. Because with the way this nigga started moving like a villain, I would have been thinking that we were next. And because it's situations like this that separate Sung from the Narutos, even like the Itadoris, those niggas of the world. Now, granted, him and Beru, they haven't built rapport. Any rapport that they've built has been in a negative manner, and there isn't really any like, you know, they don't have a relationship with each other to where Sung would even have a reason to like try and change this ant's outlook on life. But he puts Sung in a crystallized prison and he starts regenerating his body, and he sees that this nigga's regenerated and he is not taken aback by this. He's actually enticed. This is his second win, knowing that this nigga's regenerating his body. And it's not like Beru regenerated and was like, let me go in for another round. He's regenerating for escape purposes. He's looking for an escape route, a fire exit, something. And we see Sung, we know he moves fast,
but he was moving on some like, I'm trying to be first to the lunch line out of class for my double chicken patties type of fast. I pray and hope that that wasn't just me.
That shit dead ass turned Sung on to see his enemy running. He saw his enemy scurrying away, has his ass chasing him like a homing missile, to then outspeed blitzing him, dropping in on his ass from the battle bus and trapping him in a prison of slashes. Has this nigga Beru sitting here limbless, crying to himself, trying to figure out what the hell is going on. And at the sight of that, what does Sung do? He gets excited to eradicate a whole race. He gets excited to eradicate a whole species. He chuckles to himself, deepens his voice, and hits those niggas with a "okay," and they just start causing calamity. We got Tusk blowing holes through the fucking mountain. Like it's like we already knew he could, like, he was just going above and beyond just to instill this image in Beru's head, and not only in Beru's head, in his comrades and in all 400,000 niggas watching this live stream right now. He was letting the people know who the fuck he was, and he was doing this with the intention of making a statement. There's a whole ass wall of fire and this nigga comes out and there's still not a stain on his damn Old Navy hoodie. If I'm Beru, that would have been the scariest sight for me. After everything we just went through, and I'm the one with regeneration, not even this nigga. So I'm looking at him walking through the fire. Why don't you have a rip on your clothes? What's going on? But this devil walks up to Beru again, testing his set in a similar fashion to as they did 10 minutes ago. And Beru's fight or flight kicks in again. And keep in mind, Beru's the enemy, by the way. I'm sitting here as Beru's flying away and Sung uses his Jedi powers to then bring his ass back to the earth. I'm sitting here feeling bad for this nigga. Now, granted, I know Sung has to kill his enemies in order to recruit them to the Jump Force, but the way this was like an execution. Like, this was one of Sung's most sinister slays with the fire and everything. And then Beru not even flying away anymore. He is crawling, looking for a way out. This nigga maxes out his mutilation skill, which I don't even know if he did during this fight. I don't know if he just did. I don't even recall. He comes from the top rope with both of his daggers. It didn't even look like he was slicing him, by the way. It looked like he was just hitting him with the butt of them. And he was going at this nigga like how I see workers at Auntie Anne's, like kneading the dough. It looked like he was kneading the hell out of Beru's dough. Like, I feel like that was very excessive. And he did that right next to his mom's corpse too, which is crazy. Had all the other ants fleeing to who knows where. But I'm sure after seeing a performance like that, nationwide, the GOAT debates on ESPN First Take tomorrow morning are going to be absolutely crazy, because they're going to be the people from Chairman's era, the older generation, that are still vouching up and down on his name. But then there's going to be the younger generation who kind of understand what they just witnessed, and they're going to be making claims that he's the GOAT instead. So I'm sure what he just did was great for the economy, honestly. After that, we see Cha-Cha unfortunately still struggling. Even Sung is fucked up about it. And we see Sung pull out his last hope for the elixir of life, which he still has. I don't think he had any more of it, but I guess it makes sense. But then we see it not work on Chan. What I was saying is he should have just gave her the kiss of life. And she would have smelt his TheraBreath mouthwash as well as the musk that he's developed from fighting this dude. And that shit would have activated her RCT. But no, actually though, I genuinely thought the elixir of life would have worked, considering it's the elixir of life. So I don't think there's like a remedy on a higher tier than that, at least based off name. But it doesn't work, and then we're left with a very questionable cliffhanger that I'm sure people are going to be mad about. But me personally, I kind of like it, because I genuinely don't know what's going to happen. Because the way he turned around looked like he was about to attack someone. But I'm trying to think about it now. You know what I feel like is going to happen? And it just came to me because since Bear was regenerating, I feel like he is going to try to recruit him to his jump force. Because I think he probably got that ability from consuming the healer. Since we saw him use the ice ability, I think he could like steal abilities. So I think what he's probably going to do is try to recruit him, or just use that ability and then regenerate Cha. I feel like that's the only possible thing that could happen, since he said they wouldn't have enough time to make it back to the island. So that's my hypothesis. But nonetheless, that was a magnificent episode. That might have been, not even might have, that was the best episode in season 2. And in terms of fights, that was easily the best fight in the show. Easily. And it's really impressive to see what they've been able to do consistently throughout this whole season. And you just really gotta appreciate it. And I don't know if I put the reaction portion in the beginning of this video or the end of it, but the full uncut reaction will be on the Patreon. And if you got this deep in the video, I appreciate y'all for watching. Sub to this channel, bro to 100K, sub to the second channel. And without further ado, on to the next one. And yeah, that's it.
Right, his fucking face. This nigga is crazy. This nigga's crazy. Oh my gosh. I didn't even take any water with that sip. Damn, everyone's gonna see this too. Fuck. Oh, they get to see a fight too. That's nice. That's sick. Damn. He ate it though. I bet he's still standing there. Yeah, he's not even a scratch. Damn. Yeah, he needed that. Damn, nigga. Yeah, he needed that humbling. He needed that. Humble that nigga. I'm like hyperventilating a little bit. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Nasty, right, though? Did he hit him back? Blow for blow. He's eating those, though. That, you gotta appreciate just like an organic bang out, though. You know? No powers, no nothing. Just, Damn. That's crazy. Bear was just born too. What's he doing? Oh, he's coming up. Oh, he's doing his signature. Damn. What was that? Poison. Damn. He baited him. Uppercut. Here it comes. I love how fast paced these fights are, though. I gotta appreciate it every time, genuinely. Like, really put it up to every other show that I've seen. I think this show is like top fucking 3 with the pacing of fights. Like, there's no bullshittery. Dirty. Dirty.
Damn. Damn. Same. Oh, he could just do that automatically? Or is it like armor that he has on? Anxiety makes it up for me. Go get her. Get him. My fault. Look at the fluidity in that flying. Damn. This nigga had a phase 2? Damn. What's with his curvature? I'm sorry. I mean, seriously. That's a new one. This is like went 0 to... This nigga's Radon with the 2 to... Oh! More than that, I don't even know. Damn. That was quick. Good choreography. This OST, what? Oh, so he could like take abilities? That's beautiful. This nigga's ramping up. That's hard. That's hard. That's hard. Nice. Oh my gosh. Damn. This is so... What the fuck? I like the black background with the color. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what this. Oh! Oh my god! Oh my gosh! He's dismantling him. Damn! Oh, oh, what a shot! Oh my goodness! No, this is like the lighting in this episode is crit my head. Oh! Oh! Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't be doing this shit on break. I'm gonna go back tired. Oh my god. This nigga's chasing him. Oh my gosh. Damn. What's wrong with this fucking asshole, bruh? Oh, no. I hate this nigga so much. Why? He's gonna come out the fire. This is like the most beautiful, one of the most beautiful episodes I've ever seen. I'm not joking. It's gonna make the nigga bow to him. This is crazy shit. He's like playing with this food right now. Straight to the head. Oh, he just giving up. What the fuck is wrong with him? Damn. Damn. That's tough. Everyone saw that too, which is crazy. This is priority though. Kiss of life. He still has a full thing? Or he just has... I mean, I guess he didn't... I thought he used the whole thing for his mom. That's busted. Oh, damn. He has to have her smell him or something.